I look forward to Monday. It's just another day, and another day to get your goals down and started and addressed. So anyway, it is 4:33 in the morning. I have not gone up to Tumamoc since last week, and it is because it has been so dreadfully hot that it's too much at this point. So what I do is come into the gym. For those of you who don't know, I'll come to the gym, get on the treadmill, put it at a speed of three, I guess it's 3 miles an hour, and at an incline of about 7 or 8% to try to give a mimic of what Tumamoc is. Oh, excuse me. Here we go. As soon as I get on camera, I start yawning, and I cannot figure that one out. Oh, okay. Here comes this little guy for the gym. I'm not gonna put him on camera, but he gets on the treadmill and he runs with his arms down. They're not well, they're not swinging. They're these short little movements like this, but he runs like that. And the last time I was here, which was on Friday, he was doing that when I got in, and I worked out for like an hour, and he was doing it when I left, and I was like, wow. Anyway, um, shout out to anybody who's at least getting to the gym and doing their thing. I just never seen anybody run like that on a treadmill, and I wonder if what kind of results he's looking for. But anyway, okay, so check this out, everybody. Took my shot on Thursday, and it is the first time ever that after the shot and the day after, I was so hungry and I could not figure it out. I've been drinking a lot of water, so I knew I wasn't experiencing the hunger pangs, or what we call hunger pains, which are really dehydration signals. Um, but I had those, and I had drank water, and I was just ravenous, and so I ended up going to Mod Pizza, and I got a Mod Pizza with all vegetables on it. And I ate that over the course of 2 days. I ate 3 pieces one night. And the Mod Pizza, what, is about that big? It's just about that big. So I had that for 2 days, and it kind of satisfied that hunger. Like, I just wanted to eat. It was almost, oh, excuse me. It was almost as if the Wegovy had shut off, and I was just back to regular old eating. That's what it felt like. Um, did it leave me with concern? It did. I was like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen later. But then I had to think about it. Like, I've been on the 2.7 for what, a month now? 2 month and a half, something like that. So maybe, no, well, was I taking that 2.7? Okay, so I've been on it since before I completed the move. But anyway, I hadn't experienced it before, and I don't anticipate experiencing it again. I'm thinking, and I cannot remember because I did not track my food on Wednesday. But I'm thinking that I may not have taken in enough calories, because Wednesday I came to the gym and I did a pretty heavy workout. So I probably woke up with my body depleted of nutrients. So, and you know how that is anyway. Like, you breakfast, break fast. So, okay. So enough about that. As far as really getting your furnace stoked to burn fat, so that, or to teach your body, train your body how to go after the brown fats, those lipids that are, putting weight on you, or the ones that you want to get rid of. The key is water and movement. Number one, I think every nutritionist, every doctor, dietitian, weight loss expert, weight guru, bodybuilding, weightlifting, all that, everybody says the same thing. You should try to get in a gallon of water a day. Now, this has been an extremely hot summer, so I'm going to tell you right now that the thing that I would recommend that you do is do everything in your power to get that gallon of water in, because your excuse me, your nutrients are being depleted by the sun and being out in this heat. Like, your body is using what it needs to use at a higher rate, just to compensate for, the engine burning hotter, if you will. And that's just by virtue of the temperature outside. The second thing is caloric deficit, right? It doesn't have to be crazy. Now, notice what I said. I said caloric deficit. I didn't say cut out all these foods. The reason why actually, before I get into it, let me just tell you that you want to consult with your doctor, and also consult with a nutritionist or a dietitian, so that you understand what you need, what nutrients you need for your body to work optimally. But I'm telling you that a caloric deficit is going to help you out, because see, what people try to do, they try to cut out these huge groups of food and everything, and then what ends up happening is that they can't sustain that, because they've cut out food that they're normally gonna have to turn the car on because it's getting hot in here. It's actually 88 degrees right now. So anyway, um and it's hard to sustain you just getting up one day saying, I'm not going to eat that anymore, versus I I unless your doctor told you shouldn't eat it, don't, you know what I'm saying? But instead, going this week, or by the end of the week, I will have cut this down to only 1 gram or 1 teaspoon or something like that. And immediately my head goes to sugar, right? Sugar is the one thing that people struggle with so bad. It's very addictive. It's just damaging to the body. And so, again, our body wants that. Our brain eats sugar, and I'm not talking about candy. Our brain eats sugar to survive, like sugar from fruits. And then there's just sugar in everything, essentially, but it would be preferred if you got it from fruits and vegetables, right? And that's brain food. But what you want to do is set this goal that says, Monday, you know, I'm going to eat on a smaller plate. I'm going to cut my portions down. I'm going to not drink soda today, or maybe if you're somebody, and I know people who drink a 2-liter bottle of soda or pop, with depending upon what part of the country you're in. I'm from a part of the country, the Midwest, where we say pop. But if you're drinking soda, it's doing so much damage to your body. So my recommendation is, if you're drinking a 2-liter in a day, or if you're drinking 3 and 4 cans a day, Monday, instead of you having 3 or 4, maybe you're only having 2. And then by the end of the week, you might have half of a can, or maybe you only pour yourself half of a glass of it. But you want to eventually get to a point where, again, you don't shut it off and throw the body into shock, or throw your brain into shock. But what you want to do is get that down in a week. Don't stretch that out over a month, because you're going to be working against the Wegovy, right? And you're probably going to make yourself sick. So, caloric deficit is really going to play the hugest part in you losing weight, and then getting that motion in, getting the activity in. You really want to make sure that you get this body working. Now listen to me, and listen to me very carefully, friends. Let me move closer so that you can see the light. There was a time when you weren't struggling with your weight, probably when you were a kid, you know what I mean? Or maybe something traumatic happened in your life, and then food was the go-to, and now it's kind of hard to get off of it. I've been there, okay? But I want you to think about what your future looks like. You don't want to be up in a hospital bed. You don't want your kids pushing you around. You don't want to have food-related illnesses that cost you thousands of dollars per month just so that you don't die. Instead, eat the things that are necessary and get the body moving to maintain the beautiful body that you've been put into. Okay, and maintain it in a healthy way. Find healthy alternatives to just eating as an activity. right? Or maybe you have been used to eating Sundays with the family and everything. That's great. Maybe it's time for some other member of the family to have that at their house, and let them cook and you eat a little bit of it. Right? That way you're not storing all this food and trying to eat it up and everything. Maybe that's something that you need to do. But you want to maintain the body, because when you get older, you don't want to be physically and medically dependent upon drugs or other people. Okay. All right. So I'm going in here. Um, there's a little part of me that's kind of like, but I'm gonna go in here, and I think I may have even shared this with you. But I had lost 90 pounds about 10 years ago. And when I first would go into the gym, I would cry. I'd be in there, I would be on that recumbent bike with tears in my eyes because I just didn't want to do it. But I just kept going. I kept telling myself that I want to be in better shape more than I want to eat all this stuff that I've been eating, and just celebrating with food and patching up my emotions with food. And I lost 90 pounds off of it. Now, I tell you, after that first 2 weeks or so of getting in there, I stopped crying, and I was like, I'm all right, I'm on a routine. Let's make it happen. And when those, like, you are gonna be the first person who recognizes that you're losing the weight, right? The fat is coming off. You're gonna be the first person. And if you are consistent with a great workout program, at least for 2 months, other people, and the 2 months ago go by fast, but other people are going to see it, and they're going to be the ones that are like, oh, you look great. And that's going to be even more motivation to keep going. But just keep going. Keep going. Right? If you fall off the bandwagon, I said the bandwagon, if you fall off the wagon, get back up, brush yourself off. It doesn't mean that you have failed. It just means that you slipped up the one time, and it is time to, don't cry over spilled milk. Don't stay there. Just keep it going and say, if this happened, if this trigger, whatever caused you to fall off the wagon, happens again, what is a different alternative for me handling how I'm feeling about this situation, that other than eating food, right? Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe you need to go sing. Maybe you need to go, I don't know, go lift some weights. I know when I'm upset, honey, when I feel lift weights, I feel like I'm taking out whatever sadness, whatever madness, whatever anger, whatever it is, I'm taking it out in the gym. And then I feel better. I feel motivated to just be like, and get it out of the way, deal with it mentally, and keep going. All right, so I want you all to love and care for yourself first by listening to a little bit of what I said. I want you to also get out there. I want you to like, share, and subscribe if you just happen to come across it. I appreciate any thumbs up that you can give me. Let's get the algorithm pumped up and playing in a different way. Share this video with other people. Copy it and share it. Share any of the videos. Encourage people. Now listen, even if you are not on Wegovy, the things that I am telling you, just as a regular, every old day person who's looking for exercise, what I'm telling you can help, okay? Maybe you just need to lose that last little 5 pounds. I'm telling you, some of these tips, I've used them to lose weight. Okay, so I appreciate y'all. So again, love and care for yourself first, and then be intentional and purposeful on loving each other. Take care. Have a great Monday and a great week. Peace.